It's now my great pleasure and honor to introduce two Taiwanese presidents. First, the current president, Tsai Ing-Wen, a dear friend, who is speaking at the Copenhagen Democracy Summit today for the third time, who welcomed me in Taiwan last year during her 8-year tenure as president. Taiwan has made impressive progress. Through hard work and dedication, Taiwan has become a beacon of liberty, not just in Asia, but for the entire world. President Tsai, the stage is yours.
Mr. Anders Fogh Rasmussen, founder of the Alliance of Democracies. Executive Director Jonas Varela-Plasner, distinguished leaders, members of civil society, friends of democracy around the world, good afternoon. It is a pleasure to join you all once again at the 2024 Copenhagen Democracy Summit. I want to begin by thanking Mr. Rasmussen for the invitation to speak at this important event. Since this will be my last time addressing this gathering as President of Taiwan, I want to express my sincere appreciation for the summit's continued support for Taiwan's democracy. I also want to reiterate our commitment in working with you all to support and strengthen democracies around the world. Since the last time I spoke at the summit, we have witnessed even more threats posed by authoritarian regimes. Authoritarian regimes actively conduct influence operations to erode our confidence in democratic institutions. They prey on our fear and vulnerability to prevent us from exercising our freedom. They also use disinformation, gray zone activities, and cognitive warfare to try to divide us, both at home and abroad. Not only that, numerous organizations and individuals who work to defend democracy and human rights have been sanctioned by authoritarian regimes while we navigate a new global landscape in the wake of unprecedented pandemic, natural disasters, supply chain disruptions, and an economic downturn. All these challenges make gatherings such as the Copenhagen Democracy Summit all the more essential. As the introduction to the summit states, quote, "This is not just a gathering, it's a bold assertion to collectively defend democracy," unquote. This year's summit, again, includes timely topics such as transatlantic security, Kosovo's defense of democracy, securing Ukraine's military needs, and how democracy should defend Taiwan. I'm sure that through the panel discussions, we can further strategize on how we can better tackle these vital issues. I'm also happy to see that in the face of such unprecedented challenges, we remained united, and we continue to be united in our shared values of democracy, respect for human rights, and freedom. In Taiwan, we understand all too well the dangers posed by those who seek to exploit democracy's imperfections. Our people have experienced firsthand the ill effects of decades of authoritarian rules, and we are now experiencing the much intensified threats and intimidations from the People's Republic of China on a daily basis. The PRC thought by routinizing cyber attacks, hacking, and military intrusions, the people of Taiwan would either be debilitated by fear or become numb and complacent. That was certainly not the case. Despite this, the people of Taiwan are more determined than ever to safeguard democracy and freedom. Furthermore, my government is fully aware of the threats to regional security and is actively enhancing our national defense capabilities to protect our democracy. In addition, Taiwan is working diligently with our allies and global partners to ensure safety and stability of the region. I'm confident that neither external aggression nor domestic challenges can weaken the resilience of our people and our democratic system. We are also actively sharing our experience on countering authoritarian influence and our story of democratic resilience with our friends from the international community. As the result of the hard work of my government and the people of Taiwan, over the last 8 years, we saw a steady rise in the high-level international visits, with delegations from around the world traveling to Taiwan to lend their support. In the first 3 months of this year, we welcomed friends from the United States and Europe, including those from Lithuania, the UK, and European political parties. This February, the European Parliament voted for a resolution in favor of deepening ties with Taiwan, spanning security and people-to-people relations, and enhancing the resilience of global supply chains. In the same month, the EU and the US issued a joint statement in which they welcomed Taiwan's democratic process and expressed support for Taiwan's international participation. I understand that engaging Taiwan is not without pressure. Some of our friends have been coerced economically and politically. Even with that, they are undeterred. Our international friends have bravely stood up to authoritarian pressure, and their actions have deeply moved the Taiwanese people. Our international friends show the Taiwanese people that they are not isolated, and they should be confident and proud of the democracy they worked so hard to achieve. Therefore, I want to take this opportunity to express my gratitude for these demonstrations of solidarity with Taiwan. I also want to reiterate that neither threats nor coercion will shake Taiwan's resolve to engage with the world. Taiwan and its people stand ready to strengthen cooperation with democracies around the world in all areas where we share mutual interests. Since Russia's invasion of Ukraine 2 years ago, the challenges we face as democracies have become even more profound. We're now confronted with stronger and more serious attempts to erode democracy. While we in Taiwan deal with the threats from China with resilience and courage, it is the partnerships we have with like-minded countries that will be the most effective defense of all. Our democracies were all built on sacrifices. The paths were paved by those who fought against authoritarianism. We all have come a long way to arrive at the liberty and freedom we enjoy today, and there will still be a long road ahead. But we understand how precious and sometimes fragile democracy can be, so we understand how important it is for all of us to stand together. The people of Taiwan share the common understanding that democracy is the only lasting path. By standing and working together, we can only make each other stronger. By this time next week, Taiwan will have a new president. It has been an honor for me to serve as a representative for the people of Taiwan. Moments from now, our President-elect Lai Ching-te will be sharing his vision for the future of democratic Taiwan. I have no doubt that under his leadership, the government and people of Taiwan will continue doing their utmost to advance freedom and democracy worldwide. I want to close my talk by thanking the Alliance of Democracies and Mr. Rasmussen for the opportunity to address the participants of this summit for the last 5 years. I hope in the future I can visit your beautiful country and participate in this event in person. Thank you very much.